Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading, my bovine babies. I tried to say too many things at once. Come on. I'm first going to apologize. I am very congested. I'm really trying to postpone taking an allergy pill. I don't know why it's like you look on the pollen report and there's like nothing at this point. This is crazy. Surrounded by like apple trees and lilac bushes and like all sorts of flowering trees. My house gets coated in pollen. I do my best and it doesn't bug me. And then it's like it's all over. And there's something that comes out that seems, I guess it's very obscure. I don't know what the hell it is. And then I get activated. I was hoping I wouldn't, but I cannot drink any more stinging nettle tea than I have already drank. So we are approaching the point where I got to take the allergy pill. I'm not there yet. And I apologize if this way I sound is annoying, but I hate taking the allergy pill. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to try to push through it here, Taurus. We're going to get into the Alki deck today and the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Two fun decks that I haven't really used in a while. We'll obviously use them yesterday when I was doing the other readings. And we're going to see who you are. We're going to see how you function. What is it that you've overcome and how you view the other? And then we're going to ask the same questions of the other here. In this reading for you, Taurus, my bovine babies. Okay. Taurus. Yeah, I find like anyone who has allergies, usually theirs start getting better. And then I kick in and it's like allergy report says, it's really nothing going on. Okay, who you are. You grant wishes. Wish, desires, and hope. Okay, so I don't know, maybe you are granting wishes or you do grant wishes. Maybe there is something that you're wishing for right now. This is who you are, though. It's like a fairy godmother. Like a fairy godmother. That's so cool. Okay. How you function. What? She who aches. Sadness, solitude, silent withdrawal. Oh, no. What is this? This is like a really magic kind of energy reading here. This is not you. This is you. How you function, it's almost like finding the person who's in the cold, who's aching and who's in pain and who's sad. And you bless them. You bring joy and love and happiness or something to them. How do you do that? That's interesting. What is it you've overcome? She who doubts. Fear, weariness, and trust. That's interesting. You've overcome doubt. Or maybe you've overcome, I don't know, this is giving me more the vibe here that you are bestowing some sort of or I don't know, you have some sort of power. I don't know how that power is, what that power is, like if it's a position you find yourself in, if it's like something that you're able to do that someone else is not able to do, right? Like that's how this is coming forward, that you're either in a position to do something, you have some sort of ability or power to do something that someone else doesn't, you find yourself in an opportunity of assistance. I would say that. It's like you find yourself in an opportunity to assist someone here. But it's not just assisting. It's actually maybe even making somebody's dream come true. And your function is that I want to say what you've overcome and function is that there might be someone here that has like doubted you or been distrustful or just distrustful in general. Like you may be, okay, so let's say this could be coming across as something as mundane as this, but not to say that it doesn't have a major impact. It does. I see this as major impact energy for sure. It could be like, let's say you move into a new neighborhood or somebody new moves into a neighborhood and there's this, you walk down the street and you're like, good morning or hello. Just like cheerful you, Taurus. And your Venus just reaching out there to anyone you can see. With your healthy boundaries. And it's almost as if there's somebody here who's withdrawn. They have pain. They have hurt. And, okay, you've overcome this person not trusting you, being fearful or wary. Like it could, and this could fall into many categories. This could be like the potential of something romantic. And this person has had nothing but bad experiences with romantic situations in their life. Or this could be friendship, and this person has had nothing but manipulative ulterior motive friends in their life. And if this, like, it's like if this person has had a wish, so that's the thing is I feel like you're, not that you're filling a void, but you're unintentionally perhaps even filling an opening of some sort here, where this person is like, oh, I always wished for a friend like this, or I always wished for a partner like this, or I've always wished that there could be someone like that. I don't know, right? How do you view the other? Look at, yeah, metamorphosis. They're transcending. It's almost too like you see someone coming out of their shell. You see someone coming out of their shell is how you view them. I don't know how else to say that. It's like literally like you were coming through in this reading like somebody's wish, somebody's hope. For a person here who is withdrawn and sad and silent even, doubtful, distrustful, you're giving somebody, it's like you're giving somebody hope in humanity. That's it. Like you're giving somebody here hope in humanity. That's really beautiful. So who are they? Let's see. Oh, look at it. Is like somebody who's trying. Surprise. Could surprise you that this person, or they're discovering something. Know who they are. They're in the process of discovering their surprise. But it's also maybe who they are as they come out through some type of metamorphical change. That's the right word. Metamorphical. Yeah, that is now. My Gemini rising says it's a new word. Everybody start using metamorphical. Okay? It's a cool word. You should use it. How they function. Wow. Rise up, empower, uplift, and elevate. How interesting is this? It kind of feels like because you've given somebody hope in humanity. What they've overcome. Creativity, originality, and spontaneity. Okay. I don't know how that, but okay. It's something that they've overcome here. Something that they create. Maybe there's something original and creative that they've been trying to sort of bring into their life or apply to something that they've been trying to create or develop here. How they view you. Persistent. Perspective, defiant, persistent. I want to say how they view. Okay, this is, yeah, because you grant the wishes. But it's almost as if this person has said, like, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. But you are like a persistent, you're like the persistent fairy godmother. She who listens, understanding, witness, compassion. She who whispers, secrets, confessions, and confidant. She who, isn't this interesting? This is like having such a compassionate side and maybe even keeping that close to you. Like not sharing whatever you know about someone. Maybe this is part of what gives somebody faith in humanity again through interacting with you. She who unfolds swath, embrace, and self-care. She who battles justice, fierce commitment. I don't think it matters if I take the allergy pill or not at this point. Sorry, I'm just going to make, because the allergies are making me feel tired. Anyways, you can suffer along with me here. Maybe some of you are, oh dear, you have the same weird allergy that I do that kicks in when everybody else's are over. All right, let's add the Oracle of the Radiant Sun to this. Who you are. Your wishes, desires, and hope. Negotiation. Jupiter and Libra. You're very fair and balanced. Oh, maybe like, right? Like I want to say kind of any partnership with you is very fair and balanced. That's who you are. You are a fair partner here in some type of, sun and the moon, you balance truth, imagination, clarity. What's the word I'm looking for? Intuition. That's it. You balance like maybe even logic and intuition as well. You're very diplomatic. You're very diplomatic. You are. How you function. Oh, how interesting. We have this inspiration card here. And that, okay, who this person is, why am I coming over here? It's like, right, somebody who is sad and silent and withdrawn. You're inspiring to them. You are inspiring to someone here who is, or has been, to some degree, has been sad and withdrawn. You bring inspiration. You maybe bring the moon into the light. You bring the intuition into the obvious. What is it that you've overcome? She who doubts. Wow, romance. How interesting. So maybe for some of you, this is something romantic here. Maybe there's somebody who's been a little bit closed off or like distrustful. I don't know. You're inspiring. You bring inspiration to the moon. You bring inspiration to the moon. Seeing that here too, with the moon on the card. This person, what you've overcome. So here, what you've also yourself maybe overcome is fear about romance. Or doubts about romance. How you view the other. Metamorphosis. Health. Wow. Sun in Virgo. Maybe this person is a Virgo. Maybe they have a strong Virgo placement. But regardless, you view this person as transcending to the sun. Like transcending to their truth. To evolving in a way that is very healthy. Also, that Sun in Virgo is looking after oneself. So somebody is evolving in a way that is built on the foundation of looking after themselves and move them towards looking after themselves. That's how you view the other. The other is this surprise, discovery, revelation, revenge. Okay, this revenge card is interesting. It's Mars and Scorpio. This revenge card is really giving me the taking control of something that once controlled them. Because, who is this? It's Mercury. Mercury is holding the head of Medusa. I mean, is that really, I don't know, is that an actual story? Is Mercury the one that beheaded Medusa? Okay, I just paused it to read what the story was. That is a horrible, horrible story. It's a horrible story. Poor Medusa. Really, honestly. Oh my God. I won't get into it in too much detail. But there's a triangulation or I guess a three-party situation between Medusa, Athena, and Poseidon. And anyways. Yeah. It's terrible. It's terrible. Athena was a bitch. Poor Medusa. My God. Anyways. So, we'll go back to that. Just let you read it. It's a really, really horrible story. I know that there's like some stories. Well, the strongest story seems to be what I just read of the Greek mythology. And then there's some other ones that said that Medusa was just born like this grotesque creature. But it seems to actually originate. Anyway, it's a terrible story. So, surprise, discovery, revenge. Now, that's a weird, because if I go into that, so if I think about that with what I just read, and no, the first, Mercury did not behead Medusa. It was, oh shit, I can't remember the name of him now. Got lost. It's this little guy down here. He did it. And he had a shield of, a mirrored shield that did it. So anyways, it is kind of like reflecting something back to another person here. That's what this person does. That's, okay. Ooh, this is good. This is a weird energy. So, is this person this is what's going to be interesting. Are they the Medusa in this story? Are they Athena? Because Athena enacted, there's a lot of revenge in this story. Athena acted revenge against Medusa because she was upset at what happened between Medusa and Poseidon. And that was against Medusa's will, if you know where I'm going with that. So it wasn't Medusa's fault, but because Poseidon was a stronger god than Athena, Medusa, she cursed Medusa. So, and gave her turned her hair to snakes. And anyone she looked upon would turn to stone, right? So that's revenge right there. But then there was the revenge that was because she was turning people to stone. See, I don't know at what point these other gods got involved here, but they're like, okay, this needs to stop. So, right, so they went, the revenge, maybe she turned someone to stone here, or they didn't like it, whatever. Oh yeah, see, there's this couple here. They're doing the hoochie woochie up in the top corner. But according to the story, it was not, what's that word? Yeah, there wasn't full agreement there between both. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know what the story goes on here, but something's not right. Maybe there's a surprise here about this person. That's who they are. You'd be surprised who this person is. That's a complicated story. And it's also very interesting because the person in the story who seems like the villain is not the villain. Not the villain at all. Medusa was, she was devoted to Athena, but she was also apparently incredibly beautiful and was constantly fighting off the advances of many admirers. And Poseidon wouldn't take no for an answer. But Athena and Poseidon had something going on, right? Oh my God. This shit. And we thought Jerry Springer was like, wow. Okay, so that's who this person is. That is insane. Okay, so how do they function? Empower, uplift, and elevate. Well, good for them. Okay. Status. They're not, oh, wow. This is such an interesting reading. Because you are being shown, right, as a very balanced partner here with negotiation with Jupiter and Libra, right? A very, very balanced, very auspicious. It feels like very auspicious. It would be very auspicious to be with you. Wishes are granted with you. People's desires and hopes can be granted with you. You're not somebody who's going to take advantage. You're not somebody who's going to triangulate. You're not somebody who's going to create a third-party situation. Like that whole thing right there is a third-party situation. The whole thing is just like, wow. This person, okay, it looks like to me has been through... They've been through something. It's like something it's probably in some type of relationship dynamic that they would have with you, and however that would be. But they function on, okay, Jupiter and Taurus. Elevate, rise up, empower. This is somebody here who's been, I feel like, unjustly mistreated. Well, nobody should really be mistreated, so I don't know if there's justice in mistreating someone. There could be justice in withholding abundance and joy to somebody who is cruel and evil. I don't know, right? Like, but anyway, so this person has been unjustly mistreated. Now, maybe, okay, here's the other thing. You've overcome being fearful and doubtful and distrustful about romance. And it's really funny, too, because that's Venus and Taurus. Maybe you have a Venus in Taurus. Maybe that's why you're coming to the reading. Maybe you're not a Venus. Maybe you're a Libra. Oh, you could have lots of Venus. You could, like, right? Because, you know, everybody comes to the readings. They have different elements that they want to kind of have read for them. But you're also coming up as Jupiter in relationships, giving, abundance, fruitfulness, joy, growth, development. You know, the kind of things that are wonderful in a relationship. The things that feel like it feels like summer in a relationship. It feels like spring and summer in a relationship with you. This person's function is to elevate the type of relationships that they've had. with this whole Medusa story, wow, that's crazy. And here, right, always thinking, that's the very patriarchal part of that story too. Is that the victim is the person who should be punished here. Because Medusa was a victim in that story, in the full story of it. But we don't see that. We're just always shown that she's this evil, wicked, ugly woman. Her hair was turned to snakes and everyone, she was just... we gotta go chop off her head. This person's been through something. I can just tell you, this person's been through something. And I don't know what you... Okay, I'm feeling like, yes, to some degree, you have overcome the fear of relationship here. But you're also helping someone else too. Because you're Jupiter in relationship. Somebody doesn't feel like things are being stolen from them to have a relationship with you. What they've overcome is... she who creates creativity, originality, spontaneity, domination. Oh, look at it. This person has overcome some sort of creative way to get undominated. Sorry. Undominated. To be undominated. Dude. And look at this. This is all like really biblical shit. It's all patriarchal. Oh God, it's gross. It really is gross. Just like that story. Even the story of Adam and Eve, that stuff's fucked up. What the hell happened to poor Lilith? She was like, I'm your equal partner. No, I'm not going to do whatever you want me to do. I don't like this one, God. I want somebody who's going to cow down to me and do whatever I want. All right, Lilith, you're out of here. Who made that story? It's all fucked up. Anyways, this person has come up with a creative way to get out of, in some way that they were dominated. Well then, isn't that fascinating? It's really fascinating, this person. But so are you. It's interesting. Now tell me, I know y'all, a lot of y'all have been like through your own wounding. You've been through some, like some of you probably even maybe had similar shit to this person. But that's what makes it so interesting. Because there's a part of you here that's showing up that you are not... If you, because you have this negotiation card, I feel like in the right situation with the right person, you are fair and equal. You are fair and equal with the right person in the right situation. And this could very well be that person for you. But you do, okay, and you see them as becoming healthy and looking after themselves. Being on a journey of self-discovery and healing even, possibly, right? Look at, she's eating... oh no, someone's letting her smell the rose. Someone is, smell that rose, my dear, while we pour this lovely water on you. Okay, how they view you. Perspective, defiant, and persistent. Protection. Wow. Interesting, like protecting the moon. Protecting the moon, protecting the divine feminine. Because the tiger in another deck is the divine feminine. And in the moon, right, the moon is very prominent here. And it is like the feminine. And then it is a mother, like, don't wake the child. It is recognizing what you are... Okay, you are protection, whereas the whole story of Medusa here, there's no protection there. That is just like... But you might be defiant or persistent to want to protect something here. It could be just like feminine issues, you know, like nurturing, all that stuff. It could be something with children, because... she's almost like trying not, don't wake him. If he wakes and cries, the tiger will know where we are. Like that whole kind of story there. I'm just thinking, you know, that's how you view this. That's how they view you. And you have balance. You have balance with the sun and the moon. Oh, now I'm getting hot too. Oh, fuck, I'm a big mess. I'm a big mess. Okay. Submission, companionship, adaptability, excitement. Wow, that's interesting. Submissive companionship. Is that where someone has come from? And then adapting mind and excitement, good times, announcements. Yeah, I don't know. I'm being careful with the cards because there's a little bit of nudity on these ones. I didn't go through this deck and do my little magic marker on them. But, okay, tarot. I love that pause feature. I just realized I can pause and blow my nose and not have to sit through the whole reading like, okay. She who grants wishes, negotiation. That's who you are, Taurus. Nine of Wands. Oh, it's almost like it's been a very long, long road for you. A long road. It's been a long and difficult road for you. That's what it's been. Maybe it's been a long and difficult road for you to be able to be in a relationship here, in a balanced, equal relationship. How you function. Inspiration. You could also be turn sadness and solitude into inspiring ideas as well. Wow, the Knight of Cups. Look at that. How beautiful. Find your way for your heart to come forward. There could be a little bit of, there's a bit of a poet in that energy, a very artistic expression. Sort of giving me the feeling here of someone who's maybe like wrote music, or you painted pictures, you wrote stories or poetry, and it was pretty good. And then you go through something very difficult for yourself, and then you go back to writing those songs or poetries or books or stories or artwork, whatever it could be, whatever, in whatever way you may express yourself. And then it has a depth to it that it never had before. I can't remember, I'm sure there's a composer, or is there an artist? I can't remember what it was. And they have that story. It was something very sort of, from hundreds of years ago. And their expression was very atypical, or very typical of, somebody who studied it, and they're following the rules and how you create the artwork in this manner, or whatever. And then they went through some sort of like romantic tragedy or something like that, or lost someone they truly cared about, and their work just flipped. And it was like this person kind of sat in the shadows, and they weren't really, they were maybe overlooked before that happened. And then it was like, whoa, what is it? Like, it just brought a depth. That's a little bit about how you function, like that. Like, it just, that there's something that comes in to the creative process, to who you are in your life, that really sets you apart even from whatever difficulties you've been through, because of whatever difficulties you've been through. What you've overcome. Romance, fear. Wow, the Wheel of Jupiter. Jupiter, you have overcome romance, fear. Jupiter, good opportunity. Sorry, I just need to catch my breath. I know you'll be like, Cindy, just take the allergy pill. I know I'm going to have to take it. Good luck. You have overcome, I want to say too, even a period of unfortunate luck in romance. You have overcome a period of unfortunate luck in romance. That's what you've overcome. Bad luck. Sometimes we can make our own luck too, right? By what we know and don't know about the world. So some of that might apply to you as well. You see this other as somebody who's really on a very transcendent journey of looking after themselves. My God, the Ten of Swords. Wow. I guess they would have to look after themselves. Having very painful enlightenments here. Very painful enlightenments. Who they are is surprise, revenge. I'm really dying to pull a card out for that. Because there's a part of me that's sitting here like, I feel like based on the other cards, especially what they've overcome, is an original creative way to get over something dominating here. I feel like this person is probably the Medusa in the story, if we understand that story in its entirety. Not just the little part that we're all kind of told as a kid, or who they are. Wow. The Emperor. How? I'm still not sure where to take that. Who is this? Because I don't know. Okay, so like the Emperor could possibly be like patriarchy. And that is what changed the story. So I'm not gonna force the story that I'm getting from the tarot. It's got to stay on the line, you know, right? Because like peeling back layers of an onion here. Like the minute I read that story, I thought, wow, this is gonna be interesting. Like, who are they in this story? And then Mercury kind of takes the credit for it, it seems like, right? Like, and then as I Googled it, there's all sorts of statues and all sorts of Mercury holding Medusa's head. But Mercury didn't really actually do that. The Emperor, surprise, revenge. The fuck? How they function. Empower, uplift, status. Okay, see, that's the thing. No, I don't think this person is the bad one in this story. I think you and this person could really elevate someone that you're in a relationship with. Okay. 9 of Cups. Yep. That's how they function. Happiness, celebration. Jupiter has come home. How interesting. Jupiter has come home. Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter's over there for you. Jupiter's come home. What is this? This is so fascinating. Right? You are Jupiter in Libra. And Jupiter's come home. You and this person are meant for each other or something. Jupiter in Taurus. Jupiter's coming to you. Jupiter's coming to you. I don't know how else to say it. And I feel like the revenge is almost like avenging. Like, I don't think there's an avenge card in this deck. There is in this one, though. They've overcome a creative way. Temperance. Temperance. They've created something here. It's almost as if some sort of domination that has existed, maybe in their life, somebody's life here. I think it's theirs, in some way that they've been dominated or controlled. They have found a creative way to overcome that, and they've done it through being durable and strong in a period of profound alchemy, time, and patience. Okay, yeah. All right. How they view you is persistently protecting the feminine, persistently protecting, maybe you have children. The Fool, the persistent Fool. Freedom, revolution, new beginnings, and a fresh start. I'm going to tell you, I feel like you and this person are like 2 peas in a pod. When this person comes to you, I'm going to say I think they will, or maybe they already have. Maybe you're married to this person or something. I don't know. Because there's like Jupiter comes home. This is what I have written on these. I love that sometimes, you know, there's certain decks that I choose and I feel like the message, they all Spirit finds a way. Yeah, we know how we're going to use those decks. Okay, great. Thanks, Cindy. Okay, because Jupiter has come home. And you are Jupiter. That's like how you're coming. Like a balanced, bountiful. You were the home for Jupiter. Yeah. What's to say? I don't know what else to say. You were the home for Jupiter. And this person sees you as even possibly protecting a fresh start. Like you won't take anything less than for yourself. Protecting a fresh start. Protecting the feminine. Something feminine here. Protecting that. Freedom and revolution and new beginnings for the feminine. Which is also interesting because even just me like looking up that story and saying, hey, Medusa was the victim here. Like, I don't know, maybe a lot of you, I know a lot of you that study that stuff, you probably are not. But I'm just going on, you know what you see in movies and what you see in this, you're like, oh yeah, Medusa. And then like and all these artworks and statues that will have Mercury holding Medusa's head. Like, and we see Mercury as we are told is the messenger of the gods. So if this is something that the gods wanted, I guess it was right. I really think a lot of the old gods are really fucked up. Say what? I was a little meme. I should have taken a snapshot of it. I thought this is funny. And it's this picture. It was God. God is sitting in like a chair, and there's a psychiatrist beside God. Psychiatrist, and the word bubble above God's head is, I made all these little people in the image of myself, and then they were very naughty, so I drowned most of them. And then I made, and what was it? I can't remember this. And then I made some more. And then I killed my own son, hoping that everyone would love me. The psychiatrist's face is like, you know, gods will do what gods will do. And people will speak up about it. Hey, Eight of Swords, the whole thing is in the upright, in the underline. The Eight of Swords, the Lovers, and the King of Swords. Wow, it's like not seeing and then seeing. Not seeing, unable to see, but then seeing. Okay? This is Cindy not on, medication yet. Wait, Cindy on medication. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended bovine babies, we're going to ask what this person misunderstands about you, if there is any misunderstanding, I don't know. Okay, and what you misunderstand about this person. I'm going to use the same decks, but I am going to incorporate the puppy deck because they tell all the feelings and emotions. Puppies can't lie. So there we go. Oh, there's 2 options in the description below for the extended if you would like to follow me there. Thank you so much, Taurus. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.